Holy burning barn! Yo, what's good? My name is Reginald, aka The R-Star, aka Mr. Straight Fire, and this is Unabashedly Reggie's Smackdown review for the episode of February 28th, 2017. Holy fucking shit. Excuse my French. Oh my god. The way Smackdown ended. Randy Orton in full psycho mode. In full, that's gotta be Kane, Attitude Era crazy shit. Randy Orton just burned down a barn where below it was buried the sister of another dude. Basically, he burned a corpse. He burned the corpse of Sister Abigail, the sister of Bray Wyatt. That's how the show ended. Oh my god. Now, a lot of things happened in the show, but I have to start with this because now this just made me forget everything that happened before. Randy Orton basically, so Bray Wyatt, that's how the show ended. Bray Wyatt comes out and he's like, oh, wow, first of all, AJ Styles was the #1 contender. He won his match. We're going to cover that a little bit later. And Wyatt's like, I don't care if it's AJ it is. Bring it, you know, I'm going to make you suffer. And then he says something about Randy Orton. I'm not sure how they just wove that in. And Randy Orton's on the screen. And Randy Orton is like, you know, you gave me the key to the kingdom, and blah, 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 blah. And then he talks about, you know, I said, if you can't join him, if you can't beat him, you join him. But now I say, if you join him, screw him. And then he's making threats. So, and then you have shots of worms, maggots, and maybe dead rats on the dirt. That was really weird and disgusting. And the way they shot it also was kind of shot like it was a movie. So it was cool too. And then he has some kind of fork, I think, holding in his hand. And he's like, oh, you don't know what I'm about to do. The body of your sister, beloved sister, so on and so on. And he ended up burning the whole place down. And the great scene. All the thumbnails on YouTube are going to be that one. Randy Orton posing in front of a burning barn. And by doing that, he basically takes over his title match at WrestleMania again. Now, I don't know what happened on Talking Smack, because I recorded that before Talking Smack. On Talking Smack, we're going to have Natalya, AJ Styles, and American Alpha. So this is a must-watch episode of Talking Smack, which you can see on the WWE Network for $9.99. No, I'm not being paid by it, but I really like that network. And it was also crazy to see Bray Wyatt so broken down, crying. I think it was the first time we saw him that way, you know, so weak, looking so weak. But now, who the fuck is, excuse my language again, who is the heel in this? On one hand, you have Bray Wyatt, is supposed to be the heel, right? But then Randy Orton, a crowd favorite, he just burned somebody's dead corpse. And the crowd was cheering. I don't know what the fuck is what's wrong with the people of St. Paul, Minnesota. How are you going to cheer someone who just burned somebody else's sister's dead body? So that's how the show ended. So I can't wait to finish recording that and then watch Talking Smack. Oh my god. But let's start with the show first. The show was really good. Again, Smackdown. Smackdown is so good. It's so much better than Raw. It's like it's two different companies altogether. And the show started with Miz TV. Like we knew, like they announced it before. And Miz brings out John Cena. John Cena comes out. And the crowd, that was a great crowd because they chanted the John Cena sucks, John Cena sucks at the beginning of his theme song, but at the same time when he got in, there was a lot of Cena chants, so very half and half crowd as usual. But anyway, what Miz did, when Cena was about to talk, Miz just cuts his mic off. He says, cut his mic. Now you're going to listen to me, you're not going to interrupt me. And basically what the Miz said, I have some notes here, what the Miz said is that, you know, oh, Cena just basically pulled, you know, what everyone's been saying, oh, you just pulled all the strings, mouthed to the right people, and so on, and you took everybody's spot, you took my spot when I main evented WrestleMania and I beat you. Now, a couple of weeks later, I don't remember actually what happened, But basically he said that Cena just buried him and everything he had accomplished. And he said that Cena is just a phony. After he read the right act to The Rock for leaving, he's doing the same thing. He did the same thing when Hollywood came calling. And that's pretty much all he said. And you have some you sold out chants, which was cool. And Miz said, yeah, you damn right you sold out, so on and so on. And Miz had a really good point. He said, I made SmackDown must-see TV, yet you leave for 6 months, you come back, and you get a title shot, which is right. I mean, this is I like that when they kind of they do a shoot promo. What's the truth? Let's face it, when the brand split, what everyone was talking about was the Miz promo and Talking Smack and the feud with him and Daniel Bryan. And John Cena just came back, well, I want a title shot. Why? Because I'm John fucking Cena. Well, he didn't say fucking Cena, but that's what he wanted to say, right? He was right. So great promo by Miz. It was a great promo by Miz. But Cena topped that promo. It was such a great promo by John Cena. A lot of people are mad. It was going to say, oh, we buried Miz. But what he said it with such passion. He basically said, oh, yeah, Miz, you're saying what everyone has been saying. And if I was, oh my God, I have forgotten about that line. He said, if I was really pulling the strings, if I really had to say it on what goes on, and with WrestleMania a couple weeks from now, do you really think I'd be in the ring with The Miz? I'd be in the ring with The Undertaker. Oh my God, because that's what everyone is thinking, right? Remember when he came back and everyone was saying, Taker, we want Taker. So that was such a sick burn. I don't care if The Miz got buried on that promo, but it was such a good promo. And he said that The Miz basically stole his electricity from The Rock. He stole his personality from Jericho, stole the figure four from Ric Flair, stole a couple of yes moves from Daniel Bryan, and he stole what AJ's been saying for the past 6 months, which is all true. And the last thing he said, next time, don't bring a knife to a gunfight. And he said, I'm paraphrasing, you're not The Undertaker, but when I'm done with you, you're going to be a dead man. Cena again with the amazing promo. Cena, I don't care what you got to say about him, but I think he's top 5, if not top 3, greatest stalker of all time. That's my opinion. And then Marie takes the mic, says, you're not going to talk to my man like this, blah, 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 blah. She slaps him. And then Nikki Bella comes out, and she had a great one-liner. She said, you mess with my man, and I'm going to break you, bitch. That was sick. I think that's probably the best line of Nikki Bella's career of all time. So that was the first segment. So it starts with a great segment like this and ends with Randy Orton posing in front of a burning house. Burning barn. This is SmackDown. This is why SmackDown is so much better. Next, we got 2 out of 3. I don't know if it was announced or not. 2 out of 3, Becky Lynch against Mickie James. Mickie gets the first pin with a Mickie DDT. I forgot about that move, that it was called that way. Then Becky gets the second pin. Mickie tried to go for a dive. She misses. Roll up. Becky wins. Then later on, Becky's about to win, but you got Alexa coming out, and she distracts the ref, so the ref can't see the pin. And then Becky punches Alexa. Roll up by Mickie. Another roll up by Becky. Becky, that's kind of confusing, right? And in the end, Mickie James taps out to the disarmer. So Becky Lynch won that match, I think. Is it the second time or the first time? I forgot that she wins against Mickie James. Anyway, backstage, after that, we have a segment of Dasha interviewing Alexa Bliss. And Dasha's like, how do you feel about your plan backfiring? And Alexa is so good on the mic. She's like, wait, you gonna ask me about this when I'm the first 2-time Diva SmackDown champion? And she's like, ask me about that. And Dasha's like, so Becky, man, I keep thinking about Becky. Why? I don't know why. Alexa, how do you feel? And Alexa just interrupts her. Like, well, and she's like faking crying, like faking emotional. I didn't expect that questions. I like to say that I like to think through people, first of all, myself, and Naomi. Oh, she's so good. She's so Alexa, I think, best talker on the female side, and perhaps one of the best on the whole brand, regardless of the gender, I think. Then Natty comes out and basically she says that, oh, I'm impressed by you, blah, 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 but she threatens Alexa. She's about to go for a title. Then, yeah, we had a good interview with AJ Styles, interviewed by Renee, and he's like, oh, Harper's feet clearly touched the ground first, but how convenient we didn't have a camera angle to see it. So, which is what everyone's been thinking, right? Like, you could clearly see that AJ Styles hit the ground first, and they never showed the other camera angle. So that's funny. Funny thing, they had the number one contenders match at 9. You would expect that to be the main event, although we had a pretty cool-ass motherfucking segment. Sorry again for my language at the end of the show. I think it was put at 9 because you had the joint address by Donald Trump, something like that. So that's why you had it at that time. The match was really good. Harper, they made him look strong. It was really good too. And the finish was a finish. Basically, AJ Styles hit the phenomenal forearm on Harper. 1, 2, 3. But Harper had his foot on the rope. And then Shane comes out and he says, no, you're about to restart. So you think, oh, well, all right. So AJ Styles is going to get screwed. He's going to lose. But oh, no. Then he hits basically a 450. Yeah, 450, springboard 450, and he wins the match. At that point, I was in my living room yelling, yes, AJ Styles wins. But I did not know it was going to end with Randy Orton saying, fuck you, Bray. I'm going to face you at WrestleMania. It was a good match. Then you have Nikki and Cena interviewed backstage, interrupted by Carmella and Ellsworth, talking trash, and they set up a match for next week, a mixed tag match, or as JBL calls it, a mixed species match because of Ellsworth. Then we have Ambrose scheduled to face Kurt Hawkins, but Ambrose just comes out, he dirty deeds Kurt Hawkins, dismiss him, not even a match, calls out Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin's on the screen, they talk, blah, blah, blah. Ambrose had a good line. He said, wow, those tattoos look even uglier on the big screen. Blah, 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 blah. And Corbin threatens Ambrose, but Ambrose says, don't start something you can't finish, and I promise you, this ain't finished. Something like that. So that's probably going to be the Mania match. I think Corbin is probably going to win it, although that's a tough one because you want Corbin to win, but at the same time, Ambrose keeps losing at WrestleMania, I feel. That's going to be interesting. Then we have Apollo Crews Ziggler match. I didn't care for that match, and to be honest, I kind of missed parts of it. I was doing a few things, but based on what I read on my Twitter feed, Facebook feed, I think it was a good match. I did see the standing moonsault by Apollo Crews on a chair on Ziggler, and they ended the match, I think, with I didn't really watch that match, I'm sorry. They ended with atomic drop. Ziggler did an atomic drop, but balls first on the back of the chair, and I think he won after that. This feud is not over. Obviously, they're going to keep going, and I don't really care about that. I really don't care about heel Ziggler. They should have done the opposite. Apollo Crews heel and Ziggler face. I don't know if they still have time for that, but I don't really care about the feud. And the show ended with what I started to talk about, Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton segment, which was an incredible segment. I'm pretty sure that segment on YouTube is going to be the one segment that has the most views. So, man, the road to WrestleMania on both brands, but especially on SmackDown, is very, very interesting. And I can't wait to watch Talking Smack to see how Shane is going to handle that. Because now you have Randy Orton, who decided to relinquish his main event match, title match. But now he says, no, I'm back. But you got AJ Styles, number one contender. I feel like AJ's going to get his title match at a SmackDown show. And Randy Orton is going to cost AJ Styles and says, no, I want to be the one. And his explanation is going to be, I want to be the one who faces Bray and breaks Bray at WrestleMania. So that's it for the show for SmackDown. That was a good show. It's like every week is the same thing. I have to say SmackDown is a good show because you know what? It's a good fucking show. But that's just my opinion. This is just me. This has been Unabashedly Me, Unabashedly Reggie. Please subscribe by clicking somewhere here and like this video. Thanks. It's been real.